Hi guys! Today I'm going to read you this story. Does anybody know who this is? Her name is Mulan, okay? Mulan, the Legend of the Woman Warrior. And if you've ever seen her movie on Disney, there's a movie about her too. Her name is Mulan. But there's going to be a new movie coming out this summer about her Mulan, and it's using real people instead of cartoons in the movie. One of my friends bought me this book for my birthday, so I thought I would read it for you guys. If you look at Mulan, her and I kind of look alike, don't we? Some of you guys keep asking me if I'm Chinese, right? Which I'm not Chinese. Mulan is Chinese. I kind of look like her, but I'm not Chinese. My family is something called Hmong. Can you say that? Hmong. And we don't have a country that we're from, but we're just a small group of people called the Hmong people. It's kind of like how sometimes people that speak Spanish look the same. Like some people are from Mexico, some people are from Puerto Rico, some people are from Honduras, some people are from Dominican Republic. They all speak Spanish, but they are not the same kind of people. Okay? Just like me and Mulan. We kind of look the same, but we're not the same kind of people. We're both Asian, okay? Asian, that means we're from Asia, which is a really big continent far away from where we live, okay? But we're not the same. We kind of look the same, but she's Chinese and I'm Hmong, okay? So this story is about Mulan, okay? And she's a warrior, so she's riding a horse. And if you've ever seen her movie, right, you kind of know what's going to happen, right? And if you don't, then you're going to have to listen to the story, okay? On the back cover, there's just some pretty flowers, okay? Here's Mulan on the front. And then down here, it says, translated by Fei Lin Wu. So translated means the story must have been in Chinese and someone wrote it in English for us. Just kind of like how sometimes at school, when I don't speak good Spanish, I say it in English, and then one of you guys say it in Spanish for me, or one of the teachers say it in Spanish for me. And then it says illustrated by New York Times bestseller Joy Ang. And so she's a really good illustrator, and she drew the pictures, okay? Mulan. It's kind of a big book, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to hold. Oh, there's Mulan. She looks very pretty. All right. You see? There once was a smart and strong-willed girl named Mulan who lived in a small village in northern China with her parents, older sister, and younger brother. One day, Mulan was weaving, watching her father pacing in the room. He looked old and frail. She stopped. Turning to her father, she asked, "Baba, what's worrying you?" So that's what she calls her dad, Baba. "What's worrying you? Why are you so worried?" With a faraway look in his eyes, her father replied, "I received a letter, and the emperor has called for all men to defend our country. I must leave the family to join the army." "How can you go? You are not well, and brother is far too young to go," Mulan said, with a concern in her voice. Mulan thought for a moment, and then she announced, "Baba, I can go in your place." "How can you serve? You are only a girl," replied her father. So the girls were not allowed to fight in the war. "I know I can. I am strong. I am a strong and able girl," Mulan insisted. The next day, Mulan, dressed in her father's clothes, went to the market to buy a horse, a saddle, a bridle, and a whip for the trip. In the morning, Mulan bid farewell to her family. When she arrived at the army camp, she and the troops set off for the north. Riding long miles, Mulan traveled to the Yellow River. At night, she camped at the riverbank. Tired, Mulan dozed off to the sound of the running water. She dreamed about her parents calling for her. Mulan. She missed her family. Oh, she's crying. Mulan rode on and traveled up to the top of Black Mountain and settled across from the enemy's camp. Exhausted, she fell asleep to the distant sound of the neighing horses. Again, Mulan dreamed about her parents calling her name. She missed her family even more, but she knew she was a strong and able girl. She was determined to work hard serving her country to make her family proud. For 12 years, Mulan endured many hardships. She rode over numerous mountain peaks and traveled thousands of miles on tired legs. Often she stayed awake through freezing nights. So if you look, here's Mulan and here's all the guys. And all the guys have long hair like she does, right? And they wear it up high so they don't know that she's a girl, right? And she was with them for 12 years. That's a long time. Mulan fought in hundreds of battles and led her comrades to many victories. Comrades is like her friends in the army. With her skills and bravery, Mulan rose quickly through the ranks. As a victorious commander, Mulan led her troops back to the emperor's palace. The proud emperor beckoned the triumphant troops to appear before him. Mulan was awarded with countless pieces of gold and other treasures for her courage and service. The emperor praised Mulan and appointed her to the high court. The emperor asked Mulan what she might desire. So that means, what do you want? Thank you, Emperor. I do not wish for the appointment to the high court. I only want to go back home to my family, Mulan replied. The news of Mulan's return reached her family. To welcome her home, Mulan's parents eagerly awaited at the outskirts of the town for her arrival. Her older sister was cheerfully dressing in her best outfit, while her youngest brother was busily setting up for a feast. Upon arriving home, Mulan hugged her family. She was happy to see them. She went to her room and she took off her armor and changed into her favorite dress. She sat down in front of her mirror, brushed out her tangled hair, and carefully applied color to her cheeks. So she put some makeup on her cheeks so they're nice and pink. Mulan then rejoined her army buddies who were celebrating with her family in the living room. The men looked up at Mulan as she entered the room. Why are they looking at her like that? With eyes wide open and a surprised look on their faces, they said in wonder, "How is it possible we did not know that our respected leader was a girl all along?" So they didn't know she was a girl, right? And then now that she's all done, she can show them that she's a girl. Mulan smiled and responded, "One should not judge another by their appearance alone. When a pair of rabbits run side by side, can you tell the female from the male?" So she's saying you can't judge people by how they look on the outside, right? If you look at two rabbits, we don't know if one's a girl or one's a boy. Mulan continued, "A woman can fight any battle. Now I am happy once again to be just me, Mulan, a strong and able woman." The end. Oh, look, and here's a song. It's called the Ballad of Mulan, but look at those letters. We can't read those letters, right? That's Chinese. I don't know how to read it, right? And so that's the story of Mulan, okay? It's a little bit different than the movie, if you've seen the movie, right? In the movie, Mulan doesn't have any brothers or sisters, right? And there's a dragon that sings and a little cricket. But I think this book kind of goes with the new movie that's going to come out about Mulan.